Hello and welcome to the first Tea Time with Key, which is me using the caveat of reviewing teas as a weak excuse for me to wear Lolita alone in my house. Anyway, so today's first tea is going to be the Sentient Snickerdoodle by Petals and Poison. So I've been following this brand for a while, very excited to try this tea, especially since it has the tagline of smelling and tasting exactly like a snickerdoodle. I will be the judge of that. So, without further ado. No. Why does it literally smell like a snickerdoodle? Hold on. Does it? How do you get a liquid to taste like a baked good? I don't understand. It's very good. It's very good. Okay, let me get into actually reviewing the tea before I go on a tangent. Want to include a side note here about how I'm actually grading these teas. So it's going to basically be in two parts. The first is basically the objective scores, basically going through what the teas actually taste like, how they sit on the tongue, how astringent they are, and how strong the aroma is. Those three scores do not take my personal taste into account at all. Now the last two, where I talk about the teas being plain versus the teas with milk and one sugar, with those scores, those are based off of my personal taste and how much I just enjoyed the tea in general. Just remembered I never explained that when I was recording. So, yeah. So, for briskness, or like astringency, I'm gonna give this a 1. It's not very like astringent at all. Like this tea doesn't really make the mouth pucker in any type of way. Aroma, absolutely 4 out of 5. It's not the strongest tea I've ever smelled, but she's there. She's strong, and it smells like grandma's bakery. And for body, and just like how thick the tea sits on the tongue, I'm gonna give that a 3. It's not a very heavy tea. Like, this is a very nice afternoon tea for sure. And for full disclosure, I am currently drinking this tea plain. I've added no sugar, I've added no milk, and it tastes like a snickerdoodle. Like it legitimately tastes like a snickerdoodle. Like I don't understand how you've done this, but I'm obsessed. Okay, so I've tried a plain, and now for the second part of the review, I'm going to come back and add some milk and 1 sugar. I'm back, and as promised, I've added some milk and 1 singular sugar to the tea, and now we're gonna give it a round 2. Watch it taste more like a snickerdoodle. Hold on. Very much, once again, still a snicker. Okay, you know what this tastes like now? You know when you you know when you get a snickerdoodle and you dip it in milk, like you get a bunch of snickerdoodles, you dip them in milk, and you have cookie milk? That's this tea. It's instant cookie milk, which I'm not complaining about. This is very tasty. I'm gonna finish this off camera, but first I need to finish this actual review. So, overall review. It's a very light tea. It's, like I said, it's not very astringent. It almost reminds me of like a sweeter chai, like a little bit more cinnamony, but it's like very like spiced tea, like masala type of tea. Like it's a spiced tea for sure, which sounds dumb to say. It's based off a Snickerdoodle, has cinnamon, not the point. But yeah, no, it's a lovely tea. It's a very light tea. I think for my own preference, I actually prefer it without the sugar and milk. Because with the sugar and milk, it does bring out those chai elements a lot. But like literally plain, it's a very unique experience. And it's very tasty. It's very tasty either way. You can't go wrong. So objective scores, briskness, I'm giving it a 1. Aroma, a 4. Body, a 3. So if you like a lighter, more afternoony tea, like a type of tea where you can like have like, this is a very good high tea. That's what I was looking for. Like we were having like snacks. It's flavorful in and of itself, but it's not going to be overpowering at all. So for personal taste rating, plain, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoy this. I will be ordering it again. With milk and sugar, 3.75. It's not bad, but I prefer it plain, because plain, it's much, like I said, it's much more of a fun experience for me. Because plain, I'm telling you, this woman found a way to put somewhere in here, there's snickerdoodles. There's a snickerdoodle. There has to be.
Okay, so it is at this juncture where basically my audio got corrupted. Love that for first video problems. But anyway, I then go on to explain how the tea, like initially before you add anything, it already has like a slight sweetness to it. And me personally, since I don't like my teas too sweet, it doesn't really require that extra sugar because it has that sweetness when you first brew it. But overall, I just go on to gush about the tea. It's very good. And yeah, even with this awkward ending, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I look forward to making more. So this has been Tea Time with Key. And yeah, bye.